God, that's great. Okay. Thank you all. Good evening and welcome to Hillsborough Township Committee meeting of March 14th, 2023. Ms. Bork, please call the roll.
Mayor Ciccarelli.
Here.
Mayor Moreau.
Here.
Mayor Thompson.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Brenning.
Here.
Mayor LaPlante.
Here.
Administrator Ferreira.
Here.
Attorney Willer.
Here. Please join me in salute to the flag. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Best sound ever.
Please be advised, in accordance with Section 5 of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975, that notice of this meeting was made by posting on the bulletin board at the Hillsborough Township Municipal Complex and notifying the officially designated newspapers that this meeting would take place at the Hillsborough Township Municipal Complex at 7:30 p.m. on March 14th, 2023. We have approval of minutes. May I have a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of January 24th, 2023?
So moved.
First.
Second.
Second, and roll call, please.
Mayor Ciccarelli.
Yes.
Mayor Moreau.
Yes.
Mayor Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Brenning.
Yes.
Mayor LaPlante.
Yes. We are a packed house today, so if we could maybe squeeze in a little bit and let some of the people in the back have seats, and then let them come in here. Thank you. Our first order of business will be reports from our liaisons, and we will start with Committeeman Ciccarelli.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody, for coming. From the building department, please be advised that you may be receiving notifications from the building department about unpaid permits, which, if left unpaid, could void out the permit. Permits must be paid in full in order for the building department to conduct the required inspections of the project. If your permit is voided out, you would then need to reapply for that permit. To avoid this permit to avoid your permit from being voided out, please contact us at either in person or on the phone at 908-369-5882 to make your payment. Thank you. The engineering department would like to advise the public that if you are doing any spring projects that require digging into the ground, remember to request utility markouts. Please call 811, which is New Jersey Damage Prevention, also known as Call Before You Dig. Once 811 is called, utility companies will have 3 business days to mark out the locations of their lines, such as gas, electric, cable, sewer, water, etc. Typically, you'll know the markouts are completed by the spray painted symbols on the ground, on the pavement, or the little flags marking the underground locations of utilities. Homeowners are responsible by law to make sure that they or their contractors call 811. This fast and free phone call can prevent costly and dangerous damage to the utility lines and interruption of service. More information is available on the engineering department website. I know that's how I often find out when something's going on in the neighborhood is you see the mark out and you're like, who's starting a project? Public Works, a few pointers on the annual township drop-off program, which will be held at Barton Road site beginning in April. We typically have dumpsters allocated at that site for both recyclable metals and white goods such as refrigerators and appliances. If applicable, it's important to have the Freon removed from those units before bringing to the site. To the extent recycling is an option for you, please consider that. Other things to consider are free cycling and marketplace websites, as one person's junk may be in fact somebody else's treasure. This all reduces the load coming into the Public Works dump. For more information on all the Public Works programs, please visit the Township website. Planning and Zoning. Did you know that the Planning and Zoning Department provides professional direction and support to the following boards? The Planning Board itself, Board of Adjustment, Environmental Commission, Historic Preservation Commission, and the Sign Review Committee. To access documents for any of these upcoming applications associated with these boards, the public can visit the public portal of Civic Clerk. Civic Clerk can be accessed from the Planning and Zoning homepage. Just click the Scheduled Meetings and Documents tab. After selecting the meeting, you can gain access to the documents by selecting Meeting Overview or Meeting Files on the left side of the page. Please note that as more information becomes available, that information is posted, so the amount of documents for an application can grow. The Hillsborough Business Association is hosting a networking event on March 22nd from 7 to 9 p.m. at Iron Peak Sports and Events. It'll be a great night to mingle and network with fellow business owners, professionals, and entrepreneurs from in and out of Hillsborough. Mayor Sean Lapani and the Township Committee and the Hillsborough staff will be in attendance to answer questions and connect with the public. Our speaker for the evening is Don Newman, manager of the Office of Small Business Advocacy run by the New Jersey Department of State. Learn about the opportunities provided by their office that will help your business grow and succeed. There's limited seating, so register now at www.hillsboroughbusiness.org. This event is also advertised on the Township social media pages. For HBA, we also have some upcoming ribbon cutting ceremonies. The Economic and Business Development Office and the Township Committee members are pleased to announce that we'll be attending 2 ribbon cuttings this month. On Friday, March 24th at 11 a.m. at Performance Sports Center at 6 Dickerson Court. We'll be celebrating with an open house, and there will be activities and tours of the facility. I believe that's an indoor soccer arena facility. On Tuesday, March 28th at 11 a.m., the Franklin at Hillsborough, located at 649 Route 206, will cut the ribbon at their complex and give tours of their apartments. Light refreshments will be provided throughout the day. And we invite the public to attend to celebrate the openings of these 2 spots in Hillsborough. Next, it's not quite a committee report, but on March 9th, I visited the Hillsborough High School Robo Raiders, Team 75, as they were making their final preparations for the first competition of the season. The club president, Shilvi, vice president, Nishant, and vice president, Mira, provided me with a tour of their facility where we saw their design, programming, strategy, electrical, mechanical, finance, and public relations departments. It's a very impressive organization. The public relations department was finishing up the production of their WISE buttons, down here on the right, which is Women in Science and Engineering. So at the end of their first competition, which was this weekend in Mount Olive, Team 75 is now in 9th place out of 37 teams, and we wish them luck on their next competition in Montgomery on April 1st and 2nd. A last report from the Municipal Alliance regarding social media and adolescent mental health. As teen social media use rapidly rises, with 95% of 13 to 17-year-olds utilizing the platforms, there's growing concern about the implications of use on adolescent mental health and well-being. Join subject expert Dr. Delaney Ruston for a webinar discussing the challenges and benefits of social media and gain practical strategies to support the youth with whom you work. The webinar takes place Wednesday, March 29th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. And I assume that will be available on the Township website. And those are all my reports, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Committeeman Root.
Thank you, Mayor. From the Recreation Department, Parks and Recreation Department needs you. We are looking to fill the following positions: spring soccer coaches and referees, summer camp counselors, summer basketball scorekeepers, and referees. Applicants should be aged 15 and up, but some positions require applicants to be at least 16 years old. Interested parties should fill out an application that can be found on the Recreation Department website. See tomorrow's e-news for the link. Additionally, you can sign up for summer camp. Registration for summer camp 2023 is going strong. This year, we have added an early riser option that enables you to drop off your camper as early as 7 a.m. Early riser campers can play games, work on crafts, or have fun on the playground. If you have vacation plans or other summer commitments, you can sign up for as many weeks as you need. In addition to our full 6-week option, we will also be offering weekly camp options at $330 per child per week. Camp this year will be held from June 26th through August 4th, and there is no camp on Tuesday, July 4th. Our summer camp is a safe and fun option that will keep your kids active and engaged this summer. Sign up early to guarantee your spot. Check out our website, www.hillsboroughNJrecreation.org, for more information. Tot Sports. Join our new Tot Sports 6 weeks program and introduce your child to a new sport this spring, such as tiny soccer, tiny wiffle ball, and a sports sampler. All classes will be taught at a beginner level and are geared for 4 to 6 year olds. Sign up today for 1, 2, or 3 days of taught sports at $75 each. From the Health Department. The Health Department is partnering with Amwell Pharmacy, Hillsborough Pharmacy, and the Rutgers Pharmacy School to offer monthly blood pressure and COVID-19 vaccination clinics. These clinics will be held at the municipal building several times per month and at off-site locations to be announced. The first clinic was held on February 16th from 10 a.m. to noon. Amwell Pharmacy provided COVID-19 vaccination and blood pressure tests. Rutgers Pharmacy graduates assisted with the blood pressure testing. Both organizations provided answers to questions regarding blood pressure and COVID-19 vaccinations. We look forward to future partnering opportunities to keep Hillsborough healthy. Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month is also observed in March to highlight the importance of screening for colorectal cancer and to promote healthy lifestyle habits that can decrease a person's risk for developing cancer. From the social services team, the Community Assistance Network, also known as CAN, needs your help. And we are asking Hillsborough residents to help with toilet paper and paper towel donations. Please donate individually wrapped packages of paper towels and toilet paper to the Social Services Department located in the municipal building. From the Senior Exercise Program, Hillsborough Social Services Department is adding an additional exercise class to this program. The new class will be held at the Hillsborough YMCA facility. Starting date is April 3rd, 2023. Class times will now be at 7:15 a.m., 8:30 a.m., 9:45 a.m., 11 a.m., and 12:30 p.m. Those interested in participating should register online at the Hillsborough Township webpage under the Social Services Office. If you have any questions about the Senior Exercise Program, please contact the Social Services Department at 908-369-3880. There's a free financial literacy workshop this Thursday, March 16th. We will hold a free financial literacy workshop at the municipal building. Topics of discussion include banks, credit cards, credit scores, record keeping, budgeting, and more. All attendees will get to enjoy pizza while learning how to gain financial intelligence, independence, and peace. Please contact the Social Services Department to register. Lastly, reading at the YMCA. Thank you to the Hillsborough YMCA for their invitation to participate in the Read Across America event last week. I was able to drop by on Friday, but the celebration was all week long. Township employees participated earlier in the week as well. That completes the reports, Mayor.
Thank you. Committeeman Thompson.
Thank you, Mayor. A couple things from me this evening. First, I know this is something we talk about often, but as a reminder to residents, if you would like to utilize social media to sell different items, we now are encouraging you to make exchanges in the police parking lot or inside the police lobby Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. if you feel a need to do so. I know it's very common now, and instead of having people pick up on your porch, this is a much safer way. And from our Borough Safe, just a quick reminder to register for the night of conversation to be held on March 30th. The co-sponsored event focuses on the conversation around the plate versus what is on the plate. Parents and children grades 5 to 12 are invited to attend a presentation discussion to promote mental wellness and provide tools for creating meaningful family dialogues at the Hillsborough Municipal Building. You can see the flyer in our e-news or on social media to register. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Britting.
All right, we'll get to the kiddos in 1 second, just a few more things. So message from the tax assessor's office. So essentially the 2023 final tax list is uploaded to the tax assessor website on the Hillsborough page, and it's available for viewing. Essentially, the high level, what this is an executive summary of the township's tax summary. It's easy to view. It's very transparent. It's really good for residents to take a look at as it relates to the overall tax assessor final tax list. One thing that we do in Hillsborough is we focus on residents in a lot of different ways, and one of those ways is through a community blood drive. And RWJ Barnabas Health and Hillsborough Mayor's Wellness Program are partnering to host a blood drive tomorrow, March 15th, from 12 p.m. To 5 p.m. here at the municipal building. All donors will receive a free T-shirt and an entry into a $25 ShopRite gift card drawing. So there is another reason to come on in and do it. Appointments are encouraged and interested parties can sign up at rwjuh.donorclub.org or by calling 908-685-2926. They will also take walk-ins for anybody interested. And I learned this lesson the hard way in college. I was acting like a tough guy. I did not eat before I gave blood, and I learned the hard way. So be sure to eat and drink before donating blood, and bring your photo ID with you to the municipal building when donating blood. From a sustainability standpoint, Hillsborough Township will be hosting the annual Green Living and Wellness Fair on June 3rd. I can't believe it, just a few months away of this year, from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. The fair will take place here at the municipal complex directly after the Hillsborough Hop. This event is designed to raise awareness about healthy living, nutrition, exercise, green living, agriculture, gardening, and other activities related to a healthy body and environment. Now down to something in recreation, basketball championship on March 6th, just a week and a half ago or so, at the recreation department hosted the 22-23 Winter Basketball High School League Championship game at Alton Road Intermediate School. I have brought Robbie and Christian, my 7 and 5-year-old, to the game. The game was a nail biter in the end, and the final score was 38-34 with the Nuggets taking home the championship. It's actually a pretty good game to watch for a town game. It's pretty cool. I was joined by my son to congratulate all the players, help hand out the shirts. Congrats to everyone. The funny part was we didn't know the names of the teams we got there, but one was red, one was yellow, so they were calling it was ketchup versus mustard, and they were yelling ketchup, not mustard, and everybody was laughing. It was actually pretty funny, so very cute. Reading at Amsterdam. So thank you to Ms. Barajas, the librarian at Amsterdam School, for coordinating Read Across America Day. Mayor Lapani, Administrator Ferrara, and I were able to read to a few different classes in honor of the day. It's always terrific to see our children in Township so eager to ask questions, come visit. It was nice to see some of the kids that I coach as well too, in baseball, soccer, and basketball in the actual class. Last thing, and then we get to the mayor. March is for makers. Did you know that March is for makers? Though New Jersey's Maker Day will be celebrated statewide from March 24th through March 26th. You can see the robot on here. This is about an engineering mindset and building. It'll be at the Hillsborough Library, and all branches of the Somerset County Library System are excited to bring New Jersey Makers Day to the community with a month-long celebration of creative activities. For more information, visit sclsnj.org. That's it for me, Mayor.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Britting. So as Deputy Mayor Britting said, again, thank you to Ms. Barajas for an invitation to Read Across America at Amsterdam. I always have a kick. I tell the kids that I've went to most of these schools and they like fall off the chairs, but they're very attentive. They couldn't put anything by them. I was making sure they were paying attention. So it was fun. And if you ever have an opportunity to do that, I would suggest you take the 5 minutes out of your day to do it. I'd like to thank the Neshannock Volunteer Fire Company for the invitation to their installation dinner. Recently, I had the honor of presenting proclamations of recognition for years of service to one James S. Covert for over 50 years of service, Richard Bullock for over 40 years of service, Richard Frank for over 40 years of service, and Thomas A. Biddle for over 50 years of service, and Thomas Van Glan for over 40 years of service. So obviously to stay with any volunteer organization for a few years is good, but when you got 40 and 50 in there, and actually as a side note, Thomas A. Biddle was also a lieutenant in our police department years ago. But thank you to all our volunteer firefighters who continually serve our community selfishly and keep our community safe. And as the Deputy Mayor spoke about our blood drive tomorrow, if you can, save a life, donate blood. The blood banks are very low. Obviously, during COVID, there was not a lot of blood drives going on. So our banks are low. Every little bit helps to get us back to where we would need. And who knows, the life you may be saving, maybe one of your own loved ones someday. And also, in addition, you can always stay connected with the township, with the events and more via the e-newsletter. You can check out our page at hillsboroughTPN.nj. If you share and follow our official Facebook page, Twitter, and now Instagram, TV29. As always, Hillsborough YouTube channel, and the Hillsborough alerts for traffic and emergency notifications. So that's all I have now. We have a few young ladies here we're going to talk about and some other people in the audience. We have a very crowded audience here, so I'll come down and we'll start. Testing. So first, I would encourage all our young ladies and women to come up and join me on the dais. Any women to please come and join me up here.
So because they're going to be up here, the Girl Scouts might as well stay.
Mr. Mayor, we have some stand back here.
Maybe.
Good. Gotta jump on that same cheese, all right?
Why don't you guys sit down and drink?
Pam's got a good job. Let's make it a disco pose.
There you go. That's good.
I need some.
We got it. Here, Olivia, go right here. It's like trying to round up rabbits.
I haven't tried one yet either.
Oh, good. Okay. All right, we're good. Close enough. It's like trying to round up cats. All right, so if you haven't noticed, American women of every race, class, and ethnic background have made historic contributions to the growth and strength of our nation in countless recorded and unrecorded ways. American women have played and continue to play critical economic, cultural, and social roles in every phase of life of the nation by constituting a significant portion of their labor force, working inside and outside of their home, and by providing the majority of the volunteer labor force of our nation. American women of every race, class, and ethnic background serve as early leaders in the forefront of every major progressive social change movement and have served our country courageously in the military. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that we, the mayor, the Hillsborough Township community, do hereby recognize March as Women's History Month and recognize all the accomplishments and contributions of women in our community and beyond. So, as a father of a daughter, right, and also a husband, we all know who the worker bees are, and if anyone says different, they're lying. I am proud to be here with all these women and these young women in front of us who will be leaders someday, And I encourage you all to have a round of applause for the women in our society. A few pictures and then we'll break up.
Big smile.
Look forward, girls.
All right. Thank you, ladies.
So you aren't going to pass the mic? You didn't pass the mic. I got You guys have the guy with pink.
Okay, so we're going to bring some of you back up here. Tara and your Girl Scouts, please come up.
You just got seated.
And all the other troop leaders who are here.
Oh, I gotta put my cookies back up. The girls ate them. They asked me to open them. We should all eat them. They asked me to open them.
Little ones in the front.
Dying to try this.
Sarah did it all the way to the silver award, and then the twins did like 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
We had both in dance.
Girl Scout Week is celebrated each year during the months of March, starting with Girl Scout Sunday and always includes March 12th, which commemorates the day the organization was founded in 1912 by Juliet Gordon Low. Girl Scouting offers 21st century programming in science, technology, engineering, and math, otherwise known as STEM, the outdoors, entrepreneurship, and beyond, helping girls develop invaluable life skills and encouraging them to take the lead early and often. The Girl Scout Hearts of New Jersey was formed in 2008 and capably delivers the optimal Girl Scout experience to over 28,000 young women and adults in Essex, Hudson, Hunterdon, Middlesex, Somerset, Union, and Warren counties. Now therefore be it proclaimed that we, the mayor and the Hillsborough Township Committee, do hereby applaud the commitment of Girl Scouting has made to support the leadership development of American girls and proudly proclaim the week of March 12th through 18th, 2023 as Girl Scout Week. Congratulations.
Girl Scouts of the United States has been serving girls for an incredible 111 years. Our organization has outlived 88% of the Fortune 500 companies present in 1955. In 111 years, we have seen over 59 million women be part of our organization, and today, we are currently serving 2.6 million girls with over 750,000 adult volunteers. My name is Tara O'Brien, and with my co-manager, Michelle Tuck, we are proud to serve Hillsborough Township with over 400 Girl Scouts and 350 awesome volunteers. We are honored to accept this proclamation celebrating our history, our commitment to today's girls, and all we will serve in the future. Our mission is Girl Scouting builds girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. Here in Hillsborough, our Girl Scout community shines in each of these areas. We hope you see us out in the community, providing leadership at Parks and Recs events, serving at our senior centers and the Community Action Network, and even cleaning up areas in need. We hope you see us leading in community through the many bronze, silver, and gold awards delivered each year at our schools, in our parks, at the local animal shelters, and pretty much everywhere. You can't miss those projects. We hope you even see us trying something new at our camps, sports, and sometimes even in our own backyards, because you have to learn how to camp somewhere. We are here learning, taking chances, and serving so we can be the next senators, astronauts, maybe sitting up on the dais as a township committee person, And maybe using our entrepreneurial skills from cookie selling, the world's largest entrepreneurship, as the next Hillsborough business owners. As we celebrate Girl Scout Week, we invite you to celebrate with us. 111 years with the largest organization serving girls. 111 years of girls being go-getters, innovators, risk takers, and leaders. With Girl Scouts, the possibilities are endless, the experience is invaluable, and the reward is priceless.
And you still can get cookies, right?
You can get cookies through the end of the month.
ShopRite, we have a few samples up here, but you can't have those. Those are ours. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Tara.
Anybody want to attend me, tell you? So,
I only eat mine refrigerated, so it'd be a long meeting.
They're gonna go in the freezer and
Okay, our next recognition, can we have the Alton Road Intermediate School 5th grade team 5H and 5I?
You need some people? You want a little help? Hey, Sean, you want a little help? Yeah, we need that. Let the teacher.
Okay, so some of you in the front are gonna sit or kneel. You're gonna kneel and this hands towards that. If you're on the front, over here. Maybe in the front, you take the lead and then the next. Yeah, there you go. You might want to do that.
All right. We good?
You come around in front of us, you're taking your boss.
Right, scooch right up, right
Yeah,
there.
there you go.
Perfect. Didn't know how to do crowd control skills today. All right. So Alton Road Intermediate School, 5th grade team 5H and 5I, led by Diane Lyons and assisted by Elise Newton and Amy Noonan, participated in the 8th annual Super Bowl collection. The Super Bowl is a challenge between teams to collect the most cans of food to donate to the Hillsborough Community Assistant Food Pantry. Teams 5H, the Chiefs, and 5I, the Eagles, which numbered 107 families, gathered an astounding 1,795 cans of soup for charity. That's pretty super. All right, I won't quit the day job. Now therefore be it proclaimed by the mayor and the Hillsborough Township Committee that Alton Road Intermediate School teams 5H and 5I are hereby recognized for their participation in Super Bowl collection and their contribution to the Hillsborough Food Bank. Thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, first I want to say thank you so much to the Team 5H and 5I families for the many, many trips that your children made you take to the grocery store to get more and more cans to bring in. thank you so much also to the mayor and the town council for acknowledging our kids because they did such a phenomenal job. So thank you to everyone.
Picture time, smile.
Is he gonna play? My job has never done better. Adulteries here, so we invited both people. Adulteries here, you want to make sure. It's in the school, but we make sure we invite the school. Here to bring them on. They're ready. Yeah, they're both right here. They're ready.
Let me take a quick break, but the kids are leaving here. Yeah.
I gave a bunch away to the kids. It could be a long meeting tonight. It's gonna help.
Okay, so we're going to continue, so if we could leave a little quieter, it'd be good. All right, so the next three will be a little less crowded up here, but not less important in any means. So first of all, we want to invite Miss Rebecca Barajas up here. Dr. Feltry and Miss Fisher, if you'd like to come up also. Anyone from, no? No, you're good? All right. You guys are all about her? Okay. Rebecca Barajas, a librarian and reach teacher, has the honor of being named Amsterdam Elementary School's Governor Educator of the Year for 2022-2023 because of her dedication and service to the Hillsborough School District. Rebecca Barajas has been a member of the Hillsborough School District faculty for 21 years. She has recently undertaken teaching the Reach Gifted program for 3rd and 4th graders, the Inquiry and Exploration program for 1st and 2nd graders, and brought the Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, Math program, aka STEM, program to Amsterdam Elementary. Plus, she offers very good books when you do reading, so she recommended a book which was very good. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that we, the Mayor and Hillsborough Township Committee further commend Rebecca Barajas for being recognized as Amsterdam Elementary School Education Service Professional of the Year, and we thank her for all her hard work and dedication to Hillsborough's youth. Congratulations.
It's truly been my honor to work and live in Hillsborough, and Amsterdam is a fantastic place to live with amazing resources, students, administrators, parents. I couldn't ask for a better place to work. So thank you all so much for letting me be a part of your community. So thank you.
Yes. Jane Caliguari. Jane Caligiuri, sorry, mispronounced you the first time, an instructional assistant, has the honor of being named Woods Road Elementary School Governor's Educator of the Year for 2022-2023 because of her dedication and service to Hillsborough youth. Jane Caligiuri has been a member of the Hillsborough School District faculty for 26 years. She has participated in Hope for Tomorrow talent show, group home yard, home cleanup, and also been working to improve traffic and pedestrian safety around the school. Now therefore be it proclaimed that we, the mayor and Hillsborough Township Committee, further commend Jane Caligiuri for being recognized as Woods Road's Elementary School Educational Service Professional of the Year, and we thank her for all her work and dedication to Hillsborough's youth. Congratulations. Thank you, Jane.
Thank you very much for recognizing me tonight on this award. I'm very honored. Mostly honored because I was born and raised in this town. I've seen all the changes. I've been, like you, I've attended many schools here. And more importantly, my daughter had the privilege of coming up through all the schools and will be graduating this year from my favorite place. And Hillsborough is the best place to be. So thank you so much.
Bridget. Bridget Canon, a third grade teacher, has the honor of being named Amsterdam Elementary School Governor's Educator of the Year for 2022-2023 because of her dedication and service to Hillsborough School District. Bridget Canon has been a member of the Hillsborough School District faculty for 18 years. Oh, just a rookie. She has participated in school committees including Sunshine, Character of Education Committee, Read Across America, and the 100th Day Committee. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that we, the mayor and Hillsborough Township Committee, further commend Bridget Canon for being recognized as Amsterdam's Elementary School Teacher of the Year, and we thank her for all her work and dedication to Hillsborough's youth. Congratulations.
I just wanted to thank everybody. I love working in Hillsborough, and Amsterdam is the best school ever. So I love being here with Rebecca and my fellow Jane Caligiuri. So it's been a real honor and everything. So thank you so much.
Hug time. Congratulations to all award winners, to our Girl Scouts. Thank you all for coming. We're going to take a brief 4-minute break where everybody can leave if they'd like to, and then we'll start back up. Thank you very much.
4 minutes. I thought he said 2 minutes. I said 2 minutes.
We'll get to. That concludes our proclamations for this evening. Congratulations to all recipients, and obviously you can still get Girl Scout cookies till the end of the month. They're always at ShopRite on the weekend, so be sure to support them. We're going to move on to our remaining resolutions. We have consent agenda 1 through 18. Anyone wishing to take any of these resolutions separately? Seeing none, may I have a motion to approve consent agendas 1 through 18?
Motion to approve.
Thank you. We have a second?
Second.
Second, okay. Any comments from the dais on 1 through 18? Okay, any comments from the floor? Please state your name and address for the record.
Maria Janusik, 720 East Freck Avenue, Manville, New Jersey. Also Hillsborough Township property owner, Block 86, Lot 3, 2155 Champlain Road. Good evening.
Good evening.
Resolution or consent number 1, resolution authorizing Pannoni Associates to provide design plans and specifications for Amsterdam Drive Phase 3 roadway improvements. So it says here that the contract, on the second paragraph, the contract for professional services awarded by the Township to Pannoni Associates, appointing them as Township engineer. They're to provide these services in an amount not to exceed $41,000. So the contract that Pannoni Associates has, is there a specific amount? Is there something they're supposed to do? And then anything else is additional, like this $41,000 is additional to the contract that they have with the township? How does this work?
Yes, so this is part of applying for a grant from the NJ DOT, which we've done for the other 2 phases of Amsterdam Road. So that requires detailed engineering of all to make it a new complete street, which has handicap ramps, signage, striping. So all that has to be done as part of the grant. So all those fees would be rolled into the cost of the road that will be paid for through the grant. But it is separate than the contract, yes.
So the contract for Pannoni is, what is involved in that contract for Pannoni to do for the township?
To serve as the township engineer, and then periodically certain specific projects come up and they give us proposals for those projects and then it's awarded. That's what this is.
Okay, but what I'm asking is.
Ms. Janusik, we had this exact conversation at the last meeting about asking what the engineer does for the township.
No.
Yes, we did.
Okay, well.
And so, Mayor, I asked that we actually adhere to the rules, and this is comments.
Well,
And if we can go through and hear all the comments that she has on this consent agenda, and then we can answer them as we see fit, as is the way we've done.
What other?
I asked a question, and I'm respectfully requesting an answer as to what does the contract for the engineer involve?
Okay, we answered it.
Versus additional project.
We've said this is comments on the agenda. Comments on the agenda.
I'm amazed that you remember so much of what I ask. It's amazing.
Well, it's
I asked the
because when
question
you
of-
ask the same
I
thing
asked
at
the
every
question
meeting,
of
and when
the
you ask
mayor.
the same thing at every meeting,
I
it's
asked the
very,
question.
when you ask the same thing at every meeting, it's very simple
I asked
for
the
me.
question of
When
the
you ask the same thing at
mayor.
every
I
meeting,
asked the question.
when you
I'm
ask the same thing at
requesting
each
an
meeting, and when you
Mr.
ask the same
Janusik,
thing at each meeting, if you remember.
To Committeeman Thompson's point, you've asked the same question several times.
No, I
And you
haven't.
continue to do, because we've been here. But anyway, do you have any other comments on any other resolutions?
I asked a question.
Well, I
What is
answered it.
involved? What?
I answered it. Did you not listen to what I said?
I couldn't hear anything because.
No,
Mr.
I answered it way
Thompson
before that.
Was talking.
And I believe our attorney actually answered your question too.
As far as this particular project that involves $41,000, I'm just asking, what are the normal requirements that need to be fulfilled by Pannoni as far as being the engineer?
Mr. Roll, you want to answer that question again?
Again, the day-to-day requirements of being the township engineer require, which are many, but when projects come up, we get proposals from them and they're awarded when we have projects. So there's a
Okay,
project.
so this is
So otherwise, he's the day-to-day township engineer.
day-to-day. Okay, so in the contract, does it state what the day-to-day,
Anything that requires township engineer services.
excuse me, what?
Anything that requires township engineer services. They bill on an hourly rate. Anything else?
Yes, yes.
Again, these are comments.
Consent number 3. Resolution authorizing transfer of funds from Planning Board of Adjustment escrow accounts to the treasurer's account. So there is a project here, Weston Road LLC. So my question is, if something hasn't been approved yet by the planning board, what type of review work is done that then states it's completed and, all right, indicates review work has been completed for the indicated projects. So what kind of review work is that if that project is still an application before the planning board?
So if you have a specific, ask for what was reviewed or wasn't, I would address you to contract the planning and engineering department. They can tell
I'm
you
not asking,
specifically.
I'm just asking if something is still before the planning board, how can things be reviewed or worked on or whatever if it's still an application before the planning board?
Your Honor,
Go ahead.
may I'll spare you. The answer to your question, Ms. Janasek, is the question you just asked. What are they doing? They're reviewing materials. The application is ongoing related to items that are before the board, as well as potential changes in the application before the board. That's exactly what they're doing, is reviewing materials.
And then there's an adjustment in the escrow account, and it goes to the treasurer's account? Why is that?
Because the funds have now been earned.
Okay. Consent number 4, resolution authorizing a refund of tax overpayments. And this is an overpayment to the County of Somerset for Block 174, Lot 149.01. Are there a lot of properties in Hillsborough, or in this case, this property is owned by the County of Somerset, and they pay taxes, or they don't have to pay taxes, and so they're getting a refund?
They paid tax in error in 2022 for property, so they're being refunded that tax that they paid in error.
So the county is required to pay property
No,
tax?
they do not. They purchased the property in 2022, and it was tax exempt. But in 2023, they paid for it in error. They submitted a payment. Therefore, they're being refunded
So this was a payment in error that's
by the
being
county.
refunded.
That's correct.
Okay.
No, we'd love to keep it. We can't.
Excuse me?
No, we'd love to keep it. We
Would be
can't.
nice. It would be nice. Consent number 6, resolution granting permanent employee status to Ken Gorman in the Hillsborough Township Building Department. So it states here that Ken Gorman was hired as an electrical subcode official for the building department on November 9th. And now he's considered a regular permanent employee. So when someone is initially hired, they're not a permanent employee? Are they through some kind of a?
Mayor, I can handle that. So they are on a 90-day probation period. So once they go through the 90-day probation, then they would be a full-time employee. So it's just a 90-day probation
So
period.
90 days, all right.
Yes.
So he was hired November 9th and now for February 28th, 90 days. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for answering that, Administrator, because we have covered that at a previous meeting as well. Thank you.
Yeah, all the hirings are the same, Ms. Janasek. They're on promotion or on probation, then they get hired to full-time.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm not even going to address that. So consent number 11, resolution authorizing shared services agreement between the Township of Hillsborough and the Township of Montgomery for child health conference services. So these services are going to be provided in Hillsborough, not, even though it's a shared service, but it's all going to be provided in Hillsborough, Montgomery services in Hillsborough.
Yes. Yes. So we get the funds and we provide the service to Montgomery.
Okay, so there's a similar resolution for Branchburg. So Montgomery and Branchburg and Hillsborough will for those 3 municipalities, it'll be, the work will be done here
Correct.
in Hillsborough.
Correct.
Okay. Consent number 14, resolution in support of anti-idling policy. So how is that going to be enforced if there are trucks or vehicles or something parked where, if that's going to be enforced?
It's enforced by the PD. So So theoretically, there is an anti-idling policy in the state of New Jersey, and that they don't want cars sitting there idling at long periods of point in shopping centers, malls, public places. I want you to shut them off.
Also on streets in
Streets.
Hillsborough where there's no parking?
Well, theoretically, anywhere but I guess a public resident would be the only one that they couldn't enforce.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jansen. Anyone else? Seeing none, we have a roll call, please.
Chairman Chicarelli.
Yes.
Chairman Rowe.
Yes.
Chairman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Brennan.
Yes.
Mayor LaFawn.
Yes. No public hearings at this time. We do have a couple introduction of new ordinances. 2023-02, an ordinance by the Township Committee of the Township of Hillsborough amending the Township of Hillsborough's Code of Ordinances to repeal Chapter 172, to adopt new Chapter 172, to adopt flood hazard maps, to designate a floodplain administrator, and providing a severability, and effective date. Further consideration and public hearing will be held here on April 11th, 2023. May I have a motion introduce 2023-02?
So moved, Mayor.
Thank you. We have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Chairman Chicarelli.
Yes.
Chairman Rowe.
Yes.
Chairman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Brennan.
Yes.
Mayor LaFawn.
Yes. 2023-03, ordinance amending Chapter 143 thereof entitled Vehicles and Traffic. Further consideration and public hearing will be held here, April 11th, 2023. May I have a motion introduce 2023-3?
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Roll call.
Chairman Chicarelli.
Yes.
Chairman Rowe.
Yes.
Chairman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Brennan.
Yes.
Forgot me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mayor LaFawn.
Yeah, sure. All right, we will now go to our claims list, 2023-04. May I have a motion to approve claims list 2023-04?
So moved, Mayor.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Thank you. Comments from dais? Seeing none, comments on the floor on the claims list? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Chairman Chicarelli.
Yes.
Chairman Rowe.
Yes.
Chairman Thompson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Brennan.
Yes.
Mayor LaFawn.
Yes. Thank you for including me. No new business at this time. We will go to public comment on matters not on today's agenda. Ms. Bork, please read the statement regarding public comment.
The Township Committee welcomes input from the public. Please state your name and address, and please spell your name for the record. You will be given 1 3-minute allotment for your comments. Please understand that this public forum is not structured as a question and answer session. Comments are to be addressed to the mayor. Again, please keep your comments to 3 minutes. Thank you.
Come on up.
Maria Janusik, 720 East Freck Avenue, Manville, New Jersey. The Green Hills development in Hillsborough is a community that's been very severely impacted by flooding. So towards the end of last year, I think it was August, and then October, the Hillsborough Township Committee approved 2 resolutions regarding the Green Hills development for a drainage channel cleaning project. So one of the resolutions awarded a professional services contract to Pannoni Associates for the provision of engineering services, which included they were to prepare construction bid documents and New Jersey DEP permit applications and provide construction observation services related to the project. This was granted in an amount of $17,500. And then the next resolution awarded a contract to JML Landscaping, Inc. for the Green Hills Development Drainage Channel Cleaning Project. And only one bid was given to the, in answer to this, one bid was given by JML Landscaping. And is it normally, if only one company bids, does that company automatically get the project?
Through the open fair, yes. If it's bid and it meet the requirements, they are awarded the bid as a sole bidder.
So they're awarded the bid. So the amount of that project was not to exceed $274,595. So was that project, where did the funding come for this project?
It was paid for by a grant we got from the, we had money set aside from the American Rescue Plan, but this one, actually, we got a grant through the federal government of money to cover this project through a grant was submitted by then Congressman Malinowski.
Was there a specific name to this grant, or was just something?
It's just in the, we put it in he put it in as a project that he wanted to fund through
Homeland Security.
And were awarded that, our project plus many others. And if you want to know, it was finished. It just actually started and was finished. They're doing the final inspection, I believe, end of the week.
They're doing what?
The project was completed and is up for, I believe, inspection for final approval and sign off at the end of the week.
Okay. Who determined the cost of this project?
Well, we go out, the engineer does an estimate for us, but the bidder ultimately determines the cost because it goes out to bid and we either can accept it or not, if we feel it's too far outside the realm of reasonability, but it was within the realm. And plus we had one bidder that we were confident in, and plus we wanted the project done, so we moved forward. He's a reputable contractor.
Okay. So you're saying this project is completed. In the resolution for Pannoni Associates, it says that they were to prepare construction bid documents. Was there construction done on this site?
That's done by Pannoni, yes.
Construction was done by Pannoni?
No, the documents are prepared by the engineer.
Right. And then they were to provide construction observation services.
That's correct.
There was actual construction done on this project?
Well, construction is loose word. The project is supervised and then signed off by our engineering company that it's done to what the specs are.
Okay.
Time's up.
So is there a report?
Not yet.
A report from Pannoni? Will there be a report from Pannoni, or will there be a report from JML regarding what the actual work was that was done?
I don't know if there's a report that's done, but I would say that if you wanted to look at what the scope of work that was spec'd out would tell you what was done.
I'm sorry, that what?
The scope of work that was in the bid document would tell you what would be done.
In the bid document, so that would be available through an
Sure.
order request?
Yep. Mhm.
Okay, and so that full amount of $274,595 will be paid to JML?
I have not seen what the final bill is, but it cannot exceed that, so I don't know what the total amount is yet.
Okay, it could be less?
Could be less.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Seeing none, now we move to a motion to adjourn.
So moved, Mayor.
Thank you. Second?
Second?
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Chavarelli?
Yes.
Mayor Moore?
Yes.
Mayor Thompson?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Brennan?
Yes.
Mayor LaPlante?
Yes, we are adjourned. It's 8:39. See you in 2 weeks.
See what happens, you get cookies, you get a short meeting.